Hey guys, let me give you a quick rundown of what we're doing today. So I am here on site at a customer's location, and I am supposed to replace a compressor in a 3 or 4 door zero zone freezer. I'm not sure which yet. I just got here. I wasn't the technician to originally diagnose this system or troubleshoot it in any way. So in this particular situation, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go in there with a few hand tools and basically re-diagnose the system. And that's not because I question anyone else's ability. It's only because I want to be on the same page as the technician who diagnosed it. So I'm basically just double checking stuff, just covering all my bases. So let's face it, we all make mistakes. So I just don't want to be the one at the end of that mistake where I have to explain to a customer that we have a new issue or we're basically repairing the wrong issue. So that's what we're going to do first. And then, depending on how that goes, we'll probably be replacing the compressor. So I'll bring you guys along for the ride. All right? We'll see you inside. All right, guys. So real quick, I wasn't able to confirm diagnosis because the previous technician has removed the existing start capacitor and run capacitor. And with that relay being burned, I don't want to run the risk of hooking up a new run capacitor and start capacitor and possibly exploding them or having them fail in any way. So I'm going to proceed with the repair as I was told to do so. All loaded up for trip number 1. Tech tip of the day, guys. To save your back, use your shopping cart. As long as they'll allow you to use it. Alright guys, got the recovery process going. Don't have much room up here, so I'm sort of working off the side of a ladder. I've been just a few more minutes and we'll have everything recovered. And then what we'll do is we'll unsweat our hot gas discharge line and unscrew the suction line from the rotolock, swap out compressors, and hopefully reinstall it just as smoothly. I think our only issue might be trying to figure out where this burned wire went, where it is, but that shouldn't be too terrible. Real quick guys, something I wanted to point out that seemed kind of odd to me was this unit doesn't have a liquid line solenoid. The majority of these zero zones that I work on do have liquid line solenoids. But if you'll trace our liquid line back there, and it's not under here, this is just a cover for our wiring penetration. So it goes back through there. Let's climb up top. Follow our line set through there. Goes behind there. Glass back to our receiver, but no liquid line solenoid, which seems sort of odd to me, I guess. I got my charge recovered, got my rotolock connection loose, or off rather. Now the new compressor doesn't come with a new rotolock, so I'm going to try to unsweat this one. So what I'm going to do first is remove the bolts out of the bottom of this compressor, unsweat my discharge line, and then kind of wiggle the compressor back or turn it sideways a little bit so I can unsweat this and pull it straight out. Because I don't want to move this suction line around too much and risk cracking it. So that's my plan, guys. So the issue I'm having is this rotolock connection isn't coming off. Looking at that weld, I'm not sure if it's even supposed to come off. Looks like it was just welded on there from the factory. So chances are this stub right here is probably just a steel stub that's welded to this brass fitting. And like I said, the new compressor doesn't come with a rotolock kit, so I might have to do some repiping and just straight pipe it. Cut out that rotolock connection and straight pipe everything, it looks like. So that will be fun. Since I don't have a rotolock connection for that new compressor, I'm just going to straight pipe it like I said. So I got this piece all bent up. It's a little long, obviously. I'm going to have to cut it down a little bit. But what I'm going to do, braze it in there. I'm going to braze this service port on here. I'm going to put a T on here so I can connect my low side pressure switch as well as have a port to obviously service it. So that's the plan. All right guys, real quick, this is where we're at. I wasn't able to bend, well actually I was able to bend a piece of copper, but the piece of copper I had wouldn't fit into this compressor fitting. I'm not exactly sure what size this compressor fitting is, but I know it's an odd size. I just happen to have an elbow that is from an old compressor kit that fit perfectly inside there. So I got that in there, bent this piece. Here's my service port, my low pressure switch. So not too bad for a last minute idea. So let's get her brazed in place and start pulling a vacuum on this thing. As you can tell, we got our suction line brazed in, hot gas discharge line brazed in, discharge sensor has been reattached. We're sitting at 141 psi of nitrogen. I've been sitting at that pressure for about 20 minutes, so we should be good. I'm going to blow the nitrogen and then start pulling a vacuum on this thing. But so far we are making pretty good progress. Alright guys, as you can tell there's not much room up there to work, so that's why I didn't get a whole lot of film. But let's see what our micro gauge says. Well, 2000 isn't bad. It's been running for about 20 minutes. Kind of hoping for a little bit less than that. So, all right guys, let's let this run for a little bit longer and see what happens. All right, down to 470 microns. So it's been about 10-15 minutes now. I was at 510. I shut my vacuum pump off, let it equalize or settle down. I'm at 470 now, so I think it's time to charge this thing up. Now look at our brand new shiny compressor. Looking for about a 0 to -10 degree evaporator. -10 would be great. All right, we're at 1 degree. We got our doghouse back on there. Power is on. Airflow is good. We are almost all set. Now we're all set. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, will you?